Okay, we're back. Well, I am anyhow. Ted is probably doing what Ted does. Today is Wednesday, December 20th, and you're looking at my Amplid DADA snowboard with the Nidecker Supermatic bindings on it. So I'm going to kind of cover two areas in one here. As some of you know who followed the channel, last year I brought the Amplid boards in from the company, and I bought them myself to look at them and use them. The DADA, to me, is my replacement for my Ride Warpig. I find the performance similar in the fact that it's a directional, tapered, volume shifted, kind of a twin board. It has capability going forward with the right foot or left foot, and you can also ride it switch pretty easy. It is a little bit wider than my Travis Rice board. It's a little bit wider than the Morning Glory. The Morning Glory tapers at the tail, where the DADA stays similar to the nose. But you do have a little bit more nose than the tail. And the reason I'm bringing this all out is because, again, last year I was injured. Didn't get a lot of ride on it. But what I am finding out about the DADA is it's a versatile board. It will allow me to play on the low-level part of the hills, and it will allow me to go up. It will allow me to play in the powder. It pretty much rides everything you need it to do. The one thing I will say that you need to do on it is to find your stance. Obviously, it has a reference stance, but we don't all have the same length bones and muscles, etc., to just jump on and say, okay, perfect, fits me perfect. You got to decide how you're going to play and what you're going to play with. I love the DADA for everyday use, but if I was teaching, I probably would ride my LibTech for teaching, because it is set up true twin. That way I can ride left and right without the student looking at my switch ride going, well, why is your foot pointed straight across and mine is turned out? It creates just a different look for the student. But overall, I have now decided on the DADA that the stance for me is about a 20.5, a little bit narrow. I might even consider going a little bit narrower, which would give me a little bit longer nose. And I now run like a 15 on the front foot and a 0 on the back foot. So I'm no longer in a duck position, because I like that forward ability. And I can set up a pretty good edge on it and run it. Right now I'm working at probably 2/3 of the toe side turn and 2/3 of the heel side turn are well defined. The top of the turn is not as well defined in the world of carving, what I'm talking about, the thin line, because my timing is a little too rushed when I go into the toe side or heel side, creating a little more rotation than the board needs. Again, we are not on the widest of runs here in North Idaho at Lookout or Silver Mountain. Therefore, I don't have as much room to let it run and wait on it to develop that turn. But it is coming, and I hope to get some good videos on that. So that's my take on the DADA, and I'm going to sign out on that, make that a separate video. You guys looking at that board, again, it's a fun board. It's an all-mountain board. Check it out. You find a place you can demo one, take it. If you see me at Lookout somewhere and we get to talking and stuff, I'll let you take a run on it and tell me what you think. Anyhow, so shred ahead.